At our house, you weighed 100 pounds or you ran until you did. The scale read 102.3. Mom caught me stepping off at 6:15 a.m. on a Thursday morning in October. I watched her face transform, neutral to cold fury. One breath. That's all it took. I was 14 years old, 5'7". According to every growth chart, I should have weighed around 125 pounds. But medical science didn't matter at our house. Only Mom's number mattered. Only 100. She pointed toward the basement door. No words. My stomach dropped. I knew exactly what that gesture meant. The treadmill, the punishment, the running that wouldn't stop until my legs gave out. I was already wearing my running shorts. I'd learned years ago to sleep in them, to be prepared for morning weigh-ins, the ones that determined whether I'd eat breakfast or spend 3 hours running in our basement. Mom's weight regime started when I was 11, right after Dad left. She transformed from normal suburban mother to fitness-obsessed controller. Before the divorce, she'd been a regional sales manager. Normal hours, normal expectations. After Dad moved out, she quit her job, reinvented herself as a fitness influencer, built an Instagram following of 200,000 people. They thought she was inspirational, maintaining her figure at 42, raising fit, healthy children. Her followers saw curated photos, our family jogging together, eating colorful salads, running 5Ks on weekends. They didn't see the weigh-ins at 6 o'clock sharp every morning, the meticulous food logging, the punishment runs that left me dizzy, the withheld meals if I gained half a pound. To the outside world, we were #fitness goals. Inside our house, we were prisoners. The basement was finished and clean. Professional-grade equipment everywhere. Commercial treadmill, weight racks, yoga mats, a full-length mirror covering one wall. She'd installed security cameras in the corners. I'd tried faking a run once, just standing on the treadmill. Now she could monitor from her phone upstairs, watching my pace, my duration, making sure I actually suffered. I stepped onto the treadmill. Mom appeared at the top of the stairs, holding her phone. 3 hours today, 7-minute mile pace. Her voice was flat, clinical. If you walk, the timer resets. If you stop, you don't eat until tomorrow. She closed the door, left me alone with the machine. The first hour was bearable. I'd done this enough times. I knew how to pace myself, how to breathe efficiently, how to let my mind detach from my body. I thought about school, the algebra test, third period. Hadn't studied, too hungry, too tired. I thought about my friend Lucas. He'd invited me to play video games this weekend. I'd have to decline. Mom had scheduled a family 10-mile run for Saturday. I thought about Dad. He lived across town with his new girlfriend, saw us every other weekend. He'd comment on how thin I looked, never asked questions. By hour 2, my body started breaking down. My calves cramped. My breathing got ragged. The room spun every time I glanced away from the mirror. I wanted water desperately. Mom had removed the bottle from the treadmill holder. Hydration was a privilege for people who met their targets. At 2 hours and 40 minutes, my vision went dark at the edges. My heart hammered irregularly. My left knee clicked. Not normal, but stopping meant no food. I'd already missed dinner last night. Weighed 101.8 at the evening weigh-in. Running on nothing. Body consuming itself. Some distant part of my brain recognized this was dangerous, but the louder part just counted down the remaining 20 minutes. When the timer finally hit 3 hours, I stumbled off. Vomited in the corner. Nothing but bile. Nothing else in my system. I lay on the basement floor for 10 minutes. Legs shaking so badly I crawled to the stairs. Mom was in the kitchen, drinking a protein shake, scrolling her phone. She glanced at me briefly. Half a grapefruit, 6 ounces of chicken. I ate standing at the counter. Sitting down felt impossible. School that day was a blur. I moved through hallways like a ghost. Ate nothing at lunch. Mom's packed bag contained only celery sticks, 2 hard-boiled eggs. Lucas asked if I was okay during gym class. I told him I had the flu. Same lie I'd used dozens of times. My science teacher, Mr. Wolf, pulled me aside after class. He'd noticed my grades dropping, my attention wandering. Is everything all right at home? He asked. I opened my mouth to give him the same script I'd perfected over the years. Everything's fine. Just stressed about school. But something in his eyes made me hesitate. That's when I noticed he was holding a folder with my name on it. Full story is linked below or on my channel.